Okay, you guys. Did you recently see the clip I dropped with this thumbnail where darling Nikki stepped back into the drama between Chef Carmen and Andy, where she alleged that she had been in contact with a bounty hunter and was finna put a bounty on Chef Carmen's head. And she was looking for her date of birth, okay? Well, on that clip that I posted in the comments, Tay stopped by and she said, oh, she's still trying to be relevant. She knows exactly where we live. Carmen is good with her conditions and we don't need to hide from anyone. Now, I did make note when I posted that clip and they were saying it's a bounty on Chef Carmen's head. I'm like, well, if she was not supposed to be in the state, leave the state of Georgia, why would she be on live? Everybody knows what her house looks like. She took us to the market and all kinds of stuff. Why would that be something she publicized? I couldn't for the life of me think anyone would be that irresponsible if they weren't supposed to leave the state. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not no criminal justice lawyer or nothing like that, not even close. Well, Nikki ended up dropping this long post to explain to us why she stepped back into the drama. Hold on. The post reads, below is a statement to the public from Nikki Darling. I want to address something that will hopefully make things clearer as they pertain to my disdain for Carmen. When she lost her page and was trying to get her followers back up, I offered to have my mom and aunties follow her. While my mom sits in MD Anderson fighting for her life, she spends time watching TV and being on the internet. When Carmen openly and willingly slandered my name without cause, my mom was watching the live. She knows my mom watches her. At no time did I ever say anything negative about Carmen. So why she would get on live and say something so disgusting about me is beyond comprehension. When I went to visit my mom in the hospital after the live, she asked me about the quotation that never happened. She teared up about it as I explained that Carmen is an evil person who got on her platform and lied just to lie. I've never had in my life. I believe in a woman's right to choose. However, it's not a choice I've ever made. I don't even know where she got that from or why she would put that out there. My anger comes from watching my mom cry from a hospital bed about something Carmen said that was BS. I sincerely wanted to let it all go and move on, but that moment lit a fire. I'm not a bad person. I don't want to fight with anyone. Being negative is so draining and I have other things to focus on in my life. I wanted to disassociate myself from Carmen and Tay because 1, they have legal issues brewing that I don't want to be associated with. 2, Tay has proven to be less than who I thought she was. And 3, we don't align as human beings through values and beliefs. I want to just be who I was before this even happened. But every time my mom mentions a baby or tells me I should have another child, I know where it's coming from and it pisses me off. Carmen didn't love her biological mother and Tay doesn't love hers. So of course they'll never be able to relate to people who love, honor, and respect their mom. It's so unfair to watch my mom dying and her mind being tainted with some BS that Carmen put out there during her last days. I can't help but to be angry, and I don't want to be angry anymore, but what the F did she say that ish for? I'm already emotional and all over the place dealing with the thought of losing my mother. I didn't need this. Now let me say this. I'm going to give my opinion on this, right? Because this is her truth and I'm not going to pretend like I can't understand where she's coming from, because I can. Because when Carmen said what she said, I definitely said I didn't agree with it. I thought that was too far. I'm never with divulging people's personal information, whether it is true or not. And that goes across the board. I feel like we don't have boundaries on this app. However, Nikki Darling didn't have boundaries either when she came on here and alleged that, Carmen and Tay were broken up and having problems and this, that, and the third. That wasn't your place, right? And with using the information that Nikki put in this post, right? If you're claiming that you had your mom follow Chef Carmen to support Chef Carmen and help Carmen get her page back up, which I don't know what page she's talking about because she never lost her page or like her followers recently. So maybe she's talking about something I'm not aware of. Maybe she lost the page in the past that I'm not privy to because I'm new on the scene. But if you knew your mom watched Chef Carmen, then why didn't you think before you decided to go to social media with the private issues that you and Tay had? Because you have to be accountable in your own actions. The whole reason for this thing being on the internet and y'all beefing is because you decided to do a TikTok series and you weren't thinking about your mother seeing this unfold on social media. Because if you know anything about Chef Carmen and you say that Tay and all of them are messy and they always got drama going on, then you should have expected that at some point that they would respond to your series that you put on TikTok. And if you were, and since you did do the series and you knew your mom watched Chef Carmen and Tay, or Chef Carmen, why wouldn't you then say, hey, mom, it's going to be some mess going on social media. I'm going to need you not to watch these lives for a minute because I don't want you to hear anything that could hurt your feelings because me and Tay are on the outs and I'm finna put her out there. Or maybe you did have that conversation with your mom and she watched it anyway, right? But if you had that conversation with your mom, then why would you pursue what you ended up doing on social media? Like, why would you go ahead and go through with it? Why wouldn't your mom being in a position that she is health-wise have stopped you in that instant? Like, was it worth it all for you to be where you are today? And we have watched you say, I don't like drama. I don't want to be in drama. But you constantly popping up on the scene involved in drama. So it's kind of like you can't have your cake and eat it too. Which way we going here? And that's just my take. And I know the people on the other side not going to like what I had to say. But this is just me pointing out the obvious in this scenario. Let me know if you agree. But then there's more because Tay caught wind of the post and she responds. Let's check out what she had to say. Tay responds and she says, I'm trying my extreme and very best to refrain from commenting on her BS and throwing the pity card around like it's confetti in a piñata. All I'm going to say at this moment is that she will continue to lie and lie and lie. Carmen never needed her so-called help for anything, just like I didn't. And if her people watched Carmen like she claims they did, and if she was so concerned about what her mother might think of information being put out there, she never would have started the lies and nonsense on the internet to begin with. It's the delusional thinking for me. Everyone isn't stupid and not everyone is falling for the crocodile tears. Oh, I get it. Your mother only cares when it's you being talked about, but doesn't mind when you blatantly lie and spew hate all over the internet and bully people. I'm going to keep praying for God to keep my tongue, and she really needs therapy for her issues. Well, Tay kind of spoke to the sentiment when I said, why wasn't her mother a concern before she decided to do the series? Everything else, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation.